Good morning, everyone. It's Brandon Copeland coming to bring you a special practice today called Yoga in Bed. I thought that it was important to show you a practice that you can take just laying flat. A lot of the classes that you might see on my channel require you to move and be active, but there are times and necessities within your yoga practice where you want to be still. You want to really focus on the breathing, really focus on the mental aspect of the practice, and give your body a rest, right? I think as much as I love Ashtanga yoga and handstand and flipping and all kinds of stuff, it sometimes is really nice to just not get out of bed, but still connect with yourself. Yoga means union, and so there's multiple ways to get to that space. And I think being still is one of the nicest ways, right? It's tough. It can be a challenge to just sit. Like we'll do about five or six poses over the next 20 minutes, and that may not seem like a lot. You might seem bored, but I think when you learn to have that conversation within yourself, start to listen to underneath the skin, then you really meet yourself. You really start to go down the journey, right? It's more of an internal practice. So please take it at your own pace and don't take it too seriously, especially when it's about relaxing. Just try to relax and enjoy yourself. So the only props you might need is a pillow. I am more I have an affinity for faster paced classes. So I look up a class online that I'm going to guide you through. So try to take all barriers out of your way when you're practicing, and just give yourself that 20 minutes to an hour to hour and a half, however long you practice, to be an offering, right? Just an opportunity for you to kind of let go, relax, and connect with yourself, right? To connect with that higher power within yourself that you embody. I've been talking a lot. Again, I'm Brandon. Please subscribe, like, share this video, and get ready for a nice practice. You can start the practice. How I like to start yin practices is in Shavasana or corpse pose. So Shavasana is going to be the first and last last pose for me generally when I practice. And Shavasana is simply laying down flat on your back, right? So you can get comfortable in your position. You have the option for a blanket if you like, and I'm going to sit in an angle so you can kind of see me. You have an option for a blanket in this position if you like. We'll be here for about I'll say 10 breaths, just so your body can settle. So find a space on your bed or on the ground, whichever is fine. Come to laying down flat with your head all the way down, the palms facing up. Now let's take our 10 breaths, counting backwards from 10, right? Trying to let each breath be a bit bigger and a little bit more relaxing, right? Let's take a deep breath in. And exhaling out of the mouth. Start at 10, letting the initial inhale, the initial feeling of the body, let it kind of wash over you, just observing over these next 3 breaths. Exhale. Inhale, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of the mouth. About 7 more. Taking it at your breath, your level of inhale, your length of exhale. Start to notice if you can let the exhale be a bit heavier or longer, fuller. 6 more. Inhale. You add a second to the exhale as the body starts to get heavy. As you settle back. And enjoy the space that you're in. We're here for 3 more breaths. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. You should be at a point where you felt most of your breath, the top, the bottom of it, the fullness of it. Take the fullest breath you've taken all class, right? Nice, slow, long inhale. Even slower exhale, just letting the air come out. You can bring movement into your fingers and to your toes. And to employ some sort of activity in this practice, we'll use those sounds. Move your wrists and your ankles. We'll use the sounds that we hear, right? So when we breathe in, we breathe out, trying to control those sounds more than keeping our leg bent or standing on one position, right? Is that communication, bring your knees into your chest, that communication with the breath that we really want to encourage in this style of practice, right? Cross the ankles, pull your knees in close. You can lay over on your right side, use your right arm as a pillow, and for the next 3 breaths, commit to that settling, right? Take a deep breath in and exhale. 2 more, breath in, exhale out. Last one, inhale and exhale. Good, let's come back to sitting up. The first pose that we're going to get into today is our supported child's pose, right? And so in sitting in this position, I want to give myself enough space to be supported, right? I'm a bigger guy, I'm not big but heavy, so I'm going to use multiple pillows. And I'm just going to stack them like this, nothing too major. And my thing with yoga, personally, especially with a practice like this, is like, well, for me, I came from Ashtanga. So it's like, okay, we're very serious about how things look and where things go and what props you use and what you shouldn't use. With a practice like this, especially if you're just learning how to do it, make this as easy as possible, right? Really go with what works for you. And don't think, I need this height of pillow, or I don't have. Roll up some blankets and keep it pushing, right? Let's be pragmatic when it comes to this. So I have the blankets between my legs, and I have both feet together as you can see. Blankets between the legs, and pillows between my legs, and I'm just going to lay down directly on the pillow, just like this, with the head down. Just like our child's pose. The way that we'll switch it up in this position is we'll walk the hands back. You can rest on one cheek for 10 breaths, and then we'll do the other cheek for the next 10. But again, seek the bottom of the pose. Starting your breath, a full inhale and exhale. Seeking to feel supported, right? Meaning your job is to do less. You have about 7 more breaths, full breath in and out. As you explore the length of your breath, see if you can make it a bit longer with your inhale. And then make the exhale, I like to think of it as emotional, right? As you breathe out, let your body settle. Like, go with the flow of the breath. 4 more. And as we sit in this pose, you'll start to notice that trade-off. Generally, your body has things to do. It's supposed to be somewhere. It's supposed to be doing something. Your mind is supposed to be doing something. So the breath reacts to that most times. We have 2 more breaths. Now, we've supported the body completely. Everything's good. You feel good. You should, at least. So the breath can start to express itself more naturally. Take 1 more deep breath. And you'll notice how expansive you might feel just being still. Let's switch to the other cheek. It's technically a twist for our neck. I'm going to turn just so you can see. A twist for the neck. And we just settle, right? Legs wide, arms back. Now the thing is, we're not going to sleep here. But at the end of this practice, you very well may. This is a great practice for the end of the day. We have about 9 more breaths. But you do want to feel held by that space right before you fall asleep. If you have to watch TV to get there, or play games, or be active, maybe you can use this practice to just feel more comfortable creating that space for yourself. 6 more breaths, realizing that it's each breath that is the journey, right? Breath 4 seems far away. You have about 6 more, 5 more. But you're not there, you're at 5, so take your nicest 5 in and out. Then we go to 4, breath in, breath out. Now we focus on 3. Take the last 2 on your own. Letting your exhale They'll let you be vulnerable. You give up some control of the body. And let go. Now we're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. At this point, we've been doing this for a few minutes, so your body will feel a little bit calmer. Let's maintain that ease as we sit up. Sit back just a little bit. Our next pose will be one of my personal favorites that I sleep in every day. So we're going to move the pillows out the way. You might use them again. You're going to lay down flat on your stomach. And you're going to bring one knee up like this. One knee up. We're actually going to turn the head in the opposite direction. And I'll turn mine back just so I can talk to you a little bit. You can hear my voice. But you're getting a nice twist in the neck there. And so with your head turned, let the ear feel heavy on the mat or on your bed, wherever you are. We're here for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Big breath in. Full breath out. 3. 2. And 1. Slowly we'll switch. Left foot back. Right knee is up. And the idea here is you're spreading across the front of your pelvis. So kind of feel that open. If your knee or your leg needs to change for that to happen, or your knee needs to bend a bit more, it's your practice, right? You're on a journey to figure out kind of what the best shape is for your body, so don't make it too serious. Right? Again, your right ear will be down here. But for the sake of my voice, I'm going to turn to the left. And again, let yourself be heavy. If you do like it this way, you can take your practice with the left ear down and take the twist out of it. We'll be here for 8 more breaths. Feeling the leg, just kind of feel heavier. So in this pose, or in this practice at least, in this yin practice, they will identify for you, based on the shape of the pose, what area is opening. Certainly inside of the groin, inside of the leg. But because this is more of a yin practice, where we're taking a minute to 2 minutes per pose, per side, it's a lot more up to you, I found. One time will open it up for you, sure. But the same power that you would put into a standing pose or something that's a little bit more effortful, you can apply that with release. So let your breath kind of be aggressively relaxed, if that makes sense, right? You take a deep breath in, and your biggest job here is to just try and push as much air out as possible. And if you do it well, you can do that pretty slowly and take a long time, really getting into the navel, emptying the belly, emptying the lungs of all of the air that's there. Pause at the bottom of that, feeling empty, feeling okay being empty. And then let yourself fill back up nice and slow with air. We have 6 more breaths. We're here for 6. Track each breath nice and evenly. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Last breath. Very good. Moving even more slowly. Right hand underneath your shoulder. Left hand underneath its shoulder, right? Slowly sit yourself up. And we'll transition into our next posture. Let me make sure I got the right knee. There we go. All right, so our next pose will be classic. Come on, a bound angle pose. is generally like this. And I actually am going to switch up what they have. Let's take a lengthened bound angle pose, and then we'll lay down flat on the back. So we're really into this hip opening space, which is a space that is pretty consistently tight, at least in a lot of people. We walk around a lot. If you don't walk around a lot, that's kind of even worse, right? So the hips are an area that take a lot of stress. So let's focus on those areas. Let's focus on this space here, not only in the pose and what the pose will bring up, but in your mind, right? Keep your mind's eye on those muscles. As you walk forward, they will become brighter in your mind's eye. Trust me. The hands come forward and go at about 50 to 60%. So I can bring my face to here if I'm holding for the next 4 breaths and really trying to get there. So I'm going to come about halfway. I'm going to let the head fall. And feeling right in the back of the neck, the hips. I want my breath to be what battles that discomfort. All right, so let's do it together over the next 5 breaths. We'll do 6. And then we'll do 6 laying down flat. As you inhale, feel yourself expand into your skin almost, like your muscles get bigger. You feel yourself just kind of fill up with air and energy. And as you exhale, imagine if like someone poked a hole in a tire and you just slowly let all of that energy come out along with it. You can track this with sound. So let's breathe in through the nose. Trying to constrict the throat, slowing that stream of air in. And we'll breathe out of the mouth with the teeth and with the mouth closed. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Two. Last one. Good. Like we're building this sandwich, right? You're building this space that you're in. Keep going slow. Now let's take a supported version of this reclining down angle pose with bottoms of the feet together. I'm going to bring a pillow underneath my knees like this, and bring a pillow that I'm going to actually fold in half down the middle, right to my spine. Right? You can use a blanket for this as well, or just kind of keep the pillow how it is. Because pillows are kind of hard to fold in half, but it's totally up to you. You lie down flat on your back with the soles of the feet together. I'm going to turn to see better. With the soles of the feet together, this pillow here is just going to be on the spine for your support, and the arms will be out. We'll take 10 breaths here, and you can feel free to use blankets. There's all kinds of props. And check out Iyengar Yoga. They're really good about this. Even restorative classes are great about using props. But to just kind of keep it informal, we'll use the pillows and feel this space in the center of the spine begin to have a base on which it can stretch. And one hand can come to the center of your chest, and one hand can come to your navel. Feel your breath course through your body, through the nose, all the way to the bottom of your left hand to the navel. Fill that space up. Feel your heart opening naturally from the pillow. And then just kind of deflate. As you exhale, feel your shoulders getting heavier. Feel that lower back lengthening. Feel the insides of the legs begin to just stretch as the knees get heavier. We're here for 8. Hand placement, of course, is up to you. And this time, instead of going out of the teeth, let's go to the lips. 7. Just feeling that natural ease that comes with these seemingly like normal sounds, right? We're here for 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Very good. So without moving very much, we'll bring the knees together. Let's take this pillow and put it between the legs for a bit more support. And we'll twist both knees over to your left. Hands can stay or bring the arms wide and look over your right shoulder. We'll be here just for 5 breaths in our twist before we meditate and then head back to our shavasana. We're here for 1. Let's take an HM out. Just kind of letting the spine settle. Breath in. HM. Listening for the sound. Is it full? Is it something that's kind of struggling to get out? This is lessons you're learning about yourself. You have 3 more breaths. Breath in. Trying to find a place where you feel control over that sound. Lengthening it out. HM. Right? You have 2 more like that. Breath in. HM. Last one. Breath in. HM. Good. We'll bring these back to center. And we'll shift to the opposite side, looking over the other shoulder for 5 to 6 breaths. We're here for 1. 2. 3. 4.